A nation reveals itself in many ways. Through its triumphs, yes, but also through its cracks, its struggles, the stories it tells about itself. Hadi Hartono's Trilogy, a captivating tapestry woven from love, loss, and resistance against the insidious grip of corruption, serves as a powerful reflection of Indonesia today. These aren't just love stories, they are poignant critiques, holding up a mirror to the realities of power, greed, and the fight for justice. Through the lens of fiction, we are granted access to the hearts of those who fight for love and justice, in a system seemingly rigged against them. Hartono doesn't shy away from the darkness, but he also illuminates the courage of ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances. He invites us to ask difficult questions about the very fabric of our society. Are we truly aware of the forces at play in the shadows? Are we, as citizens, complicit in the perpetuation of these systems? This essay delves into the depths of Hartono's Trilogy, examining each novel as a standalone piece, while also unraveling the intricate threads that bind them. Prepare to confront uncomfortable truths, to question deeply held assumptions, and to rediscover the enduring power of love and resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. The first installment, Cinta Di Pusaran Mafia Migas, plunges us headfirst into the murky world of Indonesia's oil industry. We meet Maya, a young journalist driven by an unwavering sense of justice, and Reza, an idealistic engineer working for a powerful oil company. Their love story unfolds against a backdrop of greed, corruption, and environmental devastation, forcing them to confront difficult choices. Hartono masterfully uses the love story to highlight the human cost of corruption. We see the impact of environmental degradation on local communities, the silencing of dissenting voices, and the erosion of trust in institutions meant to protect the vulnerable. Maya's relentless pursuit of truth becomes a dangerous game, while Reza grapples with his own conscience within a system built on exploitation. Their love becomes a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of individual integrity in a world seemingly consumed by shadows. The novel's strength lies in its raw portrayal of power dynamics. Hartono doesn't shy away from depicting the intricate web of relationships between politicians, corporations, and the media. He exposes the mechanisms by which the elite maintain their grip on power, often at the expense of ordinary citizens. The satire is sharp, biting, yet woven seamlessly into the narrative, leaving the reader with a sense of both amusement and profound unease. Jejak Cinta Di Sarang Mafia Tambang Timah shifts our focus to the devastating consequences of unchecked mining on the environment and local communities. This time, love blossoms between Rini, a dedicated environmental activist, and Bayu, a young man torn between his loyalty to his family's mining business and his growing awareness of its destructive impact. Hartono paints a heartbreaking picture of environmental destruction, juxtaposing the beauty of the Indonesian landscape with the gaping wounds left by mining operations. The once pristine waters are now polluted, the air thick with dust, and the land stripped bare of its resources. The human cost is equally stark. We witness the displacement of communities, the loss of livelihoods, and the rise of health problems linked to environmental degradation. Rini's unwavering commitment to protecting her ancestral lands makes her a powerful symbol of resistance. Her love for Bayu, a product of the very industry she opposes, highlights the complexities of the issue. Hartono masterfully avoids simplistic narratives, instead presenting us with characters grappling with difficult choices, torn between personal loyalties and the greater good. The novel serves as a powerful indictment of greed, reminding us that the pursuit of profit often comes at a devastating cost to both people and the planet. The final installment, Langit Retak di Lumbung Padi, tackles the critical issue of food security, in a nation grappling with the legacy of colonial exploitation and the ongoing challenges of land grabbing and corporate control over agriculture. We are introduced to Tari, a young farmer's daughter, fiercely protective of her community's land, and Hassan, a government official disillusioned by the corruption he witnesses within the food estate program. Hartono shines a light on the plight of farmers struggling to hold on to their land and livelihoods. The promise of food security rings hollow as we witness the displacement of local communities the destruction of traditional farming practices, and the increasing dependence on corporate-controlled agricultural systems. The title, Langit Retak di Lumbung Padi, a cracked sky over the rice barn, serves as a poignant metaphor for the broken promises and the looming threat to Indonesia's food sovereignty. Tari's unwavering spirit and her deep connection to the land make her a formidable force for resistance. Hassan's internal conflict mirrors the larger struggle within the Indonesian government, torn between the allure of quick profits and the long-term well-being of its people. The novel is a powerful reminder that true food security can only be achieved through sustainable practices, respect for local knowledge, and a commitment to social justice. While each novel stands alone as a powerful commentary on a specific issue, it is in their interconnectedness that the true brilliance of Hartono's trilogy emerges. Thematically, the novels are bound together by the enduring presence of love, the corrupting influence of power, and the unwavering spirit of resistance. Love, in its various forms, becomes a powerful motivator. It fuels the protagonist's commitment to justice, sustains them through adversity, and ultimately offers a glimmer of hope amidst the darkness. Power, on the other hand, is portrayed as an insidious force, corrupting individuals and institutions alike. Whether it's the unchecked power of the oil and mining industries, or the manipulation of food systems for profit, Hartono exposes the mechanisms by which the elite maintain their grip, often at the expense of the most vulnerable. Yet, amidst the despair, a persistent theme of resistance emerges. From journalists and activists to farmers and everyday citizens, Hartono gives voice to those who dare to challenge the status quo. The act of resistance, whether through peaceful protest, investigative journalism, or simply refusing to be silenced, becomes a powerful testament to the enduring human spirit. So, a recurring motif throughout the trilogy is the figure of the oligarch. He, and it is almost always a he, is not merely a villain, but a representation of a system that rewards greed and honestly perpetuates inequality. He's the oil tycoon who values profit over the environment, the mining magnate who exploits local communities, and the corrupt official who prioritizes personal gain over the well-being of his people. Hartono skillfully avoids creating one-dimensional antagonists. Instead, he gives us glimpses into their motivations, their justifications for their actions. This complexity, I think, makes them all the more unsettling because it reflects the uncomfortable reality of power. The oligarchs are not simply evil individuals, they are products of a system that rewards self-interest and turns a blind eye to the suffering of others. Their continued presence throughout the trilogy serves as a stark reminder that the fight for justice is not against individuals, but against these deeply entrenched systems of oppression. One of the most striking aspects of Hartono's writing is, honestly, his masterful use of satire. In a world where the powerful often seem untouchable, laughter becomes a powerful weapon, a way to expose hypocrisy, to challenge authority, and to remind ourselves that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit finds ways to resist. Hartono's satire is sharp, witty, and often bitingly funny. He skewers the pretensions of the elite, mocks the absurdity of bureaucratic corruption, and highlights the contradictions inherent in a system that claims to value justice while, at the same time, perpetuating inequality. The use of humor does not diminish the seriousness of the issues being addressed. Rather, it kinda serves to make them more accessible to a wider audience. By using satire, Hartono invites us to laugh at the absurdity of the situation, while at the same time, provoking us to think critically about the systems that perpetuate these injustices. Laughter, then, becomes a form of resistance, a way to reclaim our power in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Hadi Hartono's trilogy is not simply a collection of love stories. It is actually a powerful indictment of corruption, greed, and the abuse of power that continue to plague Indonesia. Through his characters and their struggles, Hartono holds up a mirror to Indonesian society, forcing us to confront some uncomfortable truths about ourselves. The issues he tackles, environmental degradation, land grabbing, food insecurity, are not merely plot devices, they are realities faced by millions of Indonesians every single day. By grounding his narratives in the realities of contemporary Indonesia, Hartono elevates his work beyond mere entertainment. He forces us to ask difficult questions about our own complicity in these systems of oppression. Are we, as citizens, doing enough to hold our leaders accountable? Are we aware of the social and environmental costs of our consumption habits? By prompting these questions, Hartono's trilogy becomes a call to action, a reminder that we are not merely passive observers but active participants in shaping the future of our nation. Despite the often bleak realities depicted in the trilogy, Hartono's work is not devoid of hope. The enduring presence of love, the courage of those who resist, and the power of satire to challenge the status quo all point towards the possibility of a better future. The novels serve as a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, the human spirit endures. They inspire us to believe that change is possible, that even small acts of resistance can have a ripple effect, and that a more just and equitable society is within our reach. As readers, we are left with a sense of responsibility. We cannot simply close the book and walk away unchanged. Hartono's trilogy is a call to action, an invitation to reflect on our own roles in perpetuating or challenging the systems of injustice that surround us. It is a reminder that the fight for a better Indonesia is not someone else's responsibility. It is a collective effort that requires the participation of each and every one of us.